pill in Ibiza to show Avicii I was cool. And when I finally got sober, felt 10 years older. But fuck it, it was something to do. I'm living out in LA. I drive a sports car just to prove I'm a
everyone, Precious here. Today's topic, I just kind of wanted to talk about how many people come to me all the time and they say, hey Precious, I'd love to write and participate in a lot of your poetry challenges and things like that, but I don't know how to, or I'm not a very good writer. And so I created a blog post on my Precious Poetry tab on bluemovement.com about how anyone can write. Anyone can become a great writer, become a great poet, songwriter, whatever it may be, creative writer for short stories and things like that. Like most things, it just takes practice. And I told them about like my story and how I started off in high school. I kind of wanted to just write for myself, how I was feeling. Emotions are the easiest to write about simply because only you know what you're feeling. So it's easy to write about, hey, today I feel happy because so-and-so happened today or whatever it may be. And then you just start writing out stories and things like that. And eventually you'll develop a big enough imagination to come up with your own. And so I started writing in high school, and it was like song lyrics and stuff like that. And then eventually I started writing for myself. I started writing about the things that I love to do or the things I'm passionate about. And on this post, I also posted a poem that I wrote last summer. And granted, it's not a super terrible poem, but considered where I am now, it's quite mediocre. And so I thought I should share it with you guys in this video to get you kind of like a visual. So I have my little black book, and I wrote this last June, and it's about like, typical guy sort of thing. And so I'll present it for you guys. It's called First Everything. People flow in all directions, rushing hastily to their destinations. I was there, like a fish in a stream, always there, just following. A face everyone knew but never seen. Everyone says hello, how are you? They talk to a mask plastered on my face like the walls I had up, protecting, sheltering. Their intentions aren't true. I'm fine, I'd say. What about you? Peppy, full of energy, happiest person alive. No one ever questions if I am really or if it's just a facade. The depths of my thoughts lead to nothing but darkness, alone, drowning. No one cares regardless, but there once was a shadow. Intriguing, different, and mysterious like a raven. Never sleeps like a vampire, yet what is a shadow without light? I was attracted like a moth with reason, not wanting to get burned, but I swear I died anyway because my heart exploded with desire from the luminosity burning out from every fiber of my being. My dark night exposed me, stealing my armor, seducing me with his intellect and charisma, only to pull me in close to feel his heartbeat against my chest. The alluring sensation of passion exchanged between our lips, and the blade of his knife between my shoulder blades through my sickened heart, poisoned. Blinded by a light within the darkness of my dreams, red, blood, running cold, I'm simply your ice queen, all is dark. Darker than before. Like I'm drowning in a vortex of my sea of conflicting thoughts, my heart agonizing, hardening, frozen, my mind lost, gone, dead. You saw me there, deep within my soul, where there once was simply radiance, purity. The scars that are left are treasured as the vision of what we were and how I lost my glasses, yet it didn't matter. People flow in all directions, rushing hastily to their destinations. But you remain here, confined within my icebox, always. Okay, so that was my poem. It's quite dramatic, honestly, but One thing that I could recommend for everyone who's starting out to write is just to simply write more. You get a lot more out of the experience, and also every experience helps your writing. So when you talk to people or when you share it with someone, they always give you constructive criticism, feedback, and things like that, and then you can grow and learn from it. And so throughout time, as you continue to practice and share, you develop your own voice and sense of writing as well. Like for that poem that I wrote a year ago, I noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but I tend to use single words for emphasis, like running, cold. I just list off words to make it like have a harder punch, I suppose, but then I developed it into something else. Like my current writing is more like I repeat the same word for emphasis. So it's like you develop your own voice and your sense of style the more you write. Because a lot of the times if you see something, then like a movie or like you see poetry on TV or whatever it may be, you kind of mimic other people's styles. But when you write enough, then you eventually develop your own sense of writing and your own style, and then your own little swag to your writing. So that's all that I have for today, just tips on writing and everything. So go ahead and check out my blog posts for that on Precious Poetry at bloommovement.com. And if you have any questions, leave comments. Don't forget to like and share this video if you thought it was helpful at all. But thank you guys. Have a great day.
Sad soul.